Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker from ScoutGuitarLessonsOnline.com, bringing you another lesson in the Play That Riff series. This time we are going to be looking at the song, The Ballad of John Henry by Joe Bonamassa. Great song, was extremely popular for Joe Bonamassa. It was really kind of launched his career, really took him forward on this song. When it was originally recorded, the guitars were tuned down to B, and he used to have one guitar that he would drag around for all these live shows, just tuned down to B specifically for this song. As his vocal range increased over the years, it enabled him to actually sing the song in E using a normal standard tuned guitar. This is the version that we are looking at because I don't have a B tuned guitar. So if you're listening to an older recording or watching an older recording of John Bonamassa playing this, you will find that it's tuned down in B. Something a little bit more modern, and you will see that it's played in E. So the tablature, my tuning are in E. I'm also putting together, and it will be released very shortly, a backing track for this song, which will enable you to practice your soloing, which again is in the E tuning. So nice little package, you get the lesson and also a backing track with this one. So don't forget, if you do enjoy this lesson, learn something from it, click on the link down there, subscribe to my channel. Always nice to have some support. If you've got any comments on the video, keep them to yourself. Nah, I'm kidding. No, if you've got any comments, post them. Always good to hear from you. So, enough of me talking and babbling away. I'm sure you're getting sick of it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the cameras in closer and I'm going to show you how to play the Ballad of John Henry. So don't go away.
Preview.
The song starts off with this kind of very country style clean guitar. Now what he's actually playing is an E5 chord. What he's got, you put your finger across on the 2nd fret, so you're covering the frets down from the D2 string. You're going to put your 3rd finger on 4th fret on the G, and put your little finger on 5th fret of the E. And you're not going to play that A string, but we are going to be utilising the E string. And also we don't play the top E string. And we get this little pattern that he's playing. Let me just break that down. We start off with this E on the D string, play D2, to the G string, G4, to the B string, B5, back to the G string, and then back to the B string. And then we're going to do this little pull up so we get this. Well, I'm just going to play that. What I'm doing, I'm playing from the D string back to the B string. Then we do a open D string with a hammer onto 2nd fret. Then we're going to play that G string again, to the B string, back to the G, and to the B string. And then we're going to use our 2nd finger and play the 3rd fret on the low E to give you this G note. So let me just again go through this. I'll play it nice and slow. Now, he does vary the way he plays this between the album and the live set. And I've always said that Joe Bonamassa really comes alive when he is playing live. So a lot of the versions that I always play are based on the live takes that he does. But again, he does vary it. I've heard versions where he just starts off just playing this. He just plays that, just builds a bit of drama up. In the opening section, he plays that. Later on in the song and through the guitar solo section, it's pretty much dominated by just playing that, where he keeps on dropping that G note in there. The only time it will change is doing the G to the A when he goes into the rock part, the overdrive section, which is what we're going to cover now. So what I've done, I've increased the volume on here just to drive the pick, to drive the pickups, to drive the pick. I drive the pick. To give it a little bit more power, you could also add the overdrive. So you just put an overdrive pedal in that. Just to really fatten up the sound. But because I'm teaching it what I want to do, I'm going to keep the overdrive out so you can just hear the notes that I'm playing through. Okay, what we are doing, we're coming in from this G, and then we play this riff. So let me break that down. So we've introduced it by playing this G chord to the A5 chord. Now we're going to play an open E string, going to A7, to A5, to A7, back to the open E string. So we get. Now, I keep my finger there on 7th fret on the A string, put my first finger on 5th fret on the D string, and I'm going to play down all of the strings. So I've got an open G, open B, open E string. So it would sound. Then we go back to 7 on the A, to 5 on the A, back to 7 on the A, open E string again, and then we've got a G5 chord, or we can just play a full G chord, to an A chord. Now Bonamassa, what he does, he plays like an F, kind of your beginner F chord, and he keeps his thumb across on the root. String, he's just playing through the root, and then he goes back into the riff, because what happens, it just keeps on repeating itself. And that is your full verse. So going backwards or forwards with that, and then it goes back into the clean section. There is one other section that I didn't include in the opening part, or the demo I did, which is the bridge. And again, he had to change his approach on playing the bridge once he'd moved up from the B tuning to the E tuning. So I'm going to go through that, I'll show you how to play it, then I'll break it down chord by chord. Let me break this down for you. What we're doing to start with, we've got this kind of a minor diminished chord, and we're playing that by holding down E7, A7, muting the D, and we've got our finger on the G8. Playing 3 downstrokes. Then we move our finger up to G9, holding again down them 2 strings, muting the D 3 times. Then we go to a C octave. What we're doing is playing E8 and we're playing D10, muting the A string. Going down to a B5, same thing again, playing these octaves, back to the C octave, back to the B, and then finishing up on the A octave. He plays that 4 times. At the end of the 4th time, he's playing from the A. He's going to go down through the G octave to the F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he goes down to the F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finishes on that E chord. Now the band continue. And on the live set, this is where he does his little Jimmy Page, A Whole Lot of Love kind of performance, where he's using that device that Jimmy Page used on his live shows. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Just seems to pick up radio frequencies and movements of the hand that affects it. If anybody knows what it is, please comment. I never knew the name of it, but that's what he's doing. So we get this kind of whole lot of love sound. We've got the E chord playing in the background. And again on the live set, he keeps that playing through on the E chord. Then he will go back into that section, again playing solo over the top of that. On the live shows that he does, he just seems to go wherever he wants. On this, just really, I think it just depends what mood he's in, what mood the band are in. Great to see it. But what we've now done is we've covered all of the sections for the song. Now, I did mention about the solos, the actual keys to play over. The majority of the song, when you're playing this, you're going to be playing over E minor pentatonic. When we play in this part, you're going to switch to B. So you're going to play B minor over that section. Then when it goes back into, you switch back to the E minor. And I've said I will be putting together a backing track for this song so you can play along with it. So I'm sure you have some fun on that, just playing your pentatonics, just experimenting, just trying to pull in some of these great Joe Bonamassa riffs. Well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at this song. Covered all the parts. If you're unsure, download the tablature. That's got all the guitar parts all covered for this E-tuning. So, that's me. I'm going to let you go and practice. Appreciate your company. And if you did enjoy it, like I said, don't forget, click on that subscribe button. Always nice to have some support. Got any comments? Drop me a line. If there's any other songs by Bonamassa that you would like to look at, again, let me know. I do enjoy covering his songs. So until the next lesson, this is Jeff Sinker from SkypeGuitarLessonsOnline.com. Wishing you well, thanks for your company, and I'm sure I will see you again soon. Until then, goodbye.